trial and every mistake, they made sure I stayed on my way. Take me
To all that are gathered, I'd like to welcome you to this intimate ceremony for Melody Cherie Rodgers. It is often said that time is filled with constant and swift transition, but with every transition, we are presented the opportunity to create something amazing. We're here today to celebrate the potential of the amazing. Let us pray.
Y'all, I think Melody Cherie Rodgers, I think she might have started a new trend, probably.
Yes.
Naming ceremonies after divorce, you guys. She is taking the name Rodgers back and she is subtracting the name Holtz from her name, from her existence, honey. But we are here for it. So let's get into it, you all. It is Mary. And we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below. And do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon for more juicy content, you all. Melody had her naming ceremony, which I thought was very interesting. At first, I was just like, why do you need a naming ceremony? I mean, usually you only hear about that for like babies or whatever the case may be. But I think it was kind of sweet because she was kind of like, I guess, walking down the aisle back to herself.
Yes.
And I thought it was nice that her mom got up there and talked about the name Rodgers and everything and all that stuff, and made it an honorable thing. And then I guess she made vows to her family.
She cried the most when the mom was talking about the ancestors. She stands on the shoulders of many Rodgers that have come before. I think that, I'm sure she felt the ancestors, you know?
I wish she would have done a vow to herself.
Like what?
Like I vow to put myself first. I vow to never let anybody hurt me again. I vow to always see myself in the way that God sees me. Like just a vow of just affirmations, a vow of upliftment. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know, that's what I would have done. Like well, I guess that's like really vulnerable. That's like really, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's really vulnerable, whatever.
It's very personal. But that would have been beautiful, I think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like
very beautiful.
Because you get divorced.
Yes.
And I don't think her thing was a failure. I feel like her husband was a failure. Because I feel like she really did try to make that marriage work and everything. But it was the man. I feel like it was the man. The man was the issue. And then, but also I feel like maybe she was too young. A lot of women don't have, I mean, they just don't have the knowledge of what to look for in a man, who to not be with and all this stuff. A lot of women don't have that wisdom. So it's not her fault. It's definitely not her fault or whatever. But I think the marriage was not a failure. I think he was a failure, and he failed his family. But I am happy that she's taking her name back and she's focusing on getting herself together. You know what I'm saying? But that Nelly lady coming with the drama, honey, talking about Martell. I'm like, girl, why are you coming talking to me about some dusty Martell Holtz? Like, this is a Holtz-free zone. But I mean, honestly, it's still, I don't want to say it's a sore topic, but I feel like any ex-wife can easily get annoyed talking about their ex-husband. I mean, really, especially when you think about the bandits and all the things he done did, and he's just talking about, oh my God, how dare she get rid of the name? Why the hell would I still keep your name?
The name my children have. Like, it's
I'm
all
not your
like
wife.
This like property, like I own you. You should have still stayed with my name. You know, it's like, but when I
just feel like she should not have done it.
Was a different name, and now I'm no longer with you.
And then talking about I made her or whatever, like, and then even he made the comment that she didn't even really do nothing with that name. It's not about I didn't do nothing with the name. It's talking about that's my family legacy. Like, that's who I am. Like, that's who I was before I was a wife. That's who I was before I was a mother. That's who I was. Like, me originally.
Exactly.
So that's what it's about. I'm coming back to me. Take me back. Or whatever her song says.
And she has such a beautiful voice, and I love her voice. She has such a beautiful voice. Really, she has such a beautiful voice. She can really be a singer out there, you know?
Well, she is singing.
But I mean,
like me, like blow up.
If she hadn't been with Martell, she still has a chance.
But you see how men, they'll suck your dreams dry when you're with the wrong man. They just stop all your growth like
Martell, you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, your Holtz name, I know you were talking about your grandmother. and stuff. So I'm sure the Holts have done some things, but she added to the Holt name. You know, she kind of put a stamp on that Holt name for you. I mean, and she leaves you with your Holt name.
Yeah.
Certainly leaves you better than she found you.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if anything, he definitely benefited in the marriage. I mean, she was the one who had the builder's license. She's the one who helped with the whole Skols thing, and all that stuff. So, I mean, really. I mean, she was the one going out there doing, like, even when he was there cheating, putting his stuff where it should not have been.
No, I think the Skols came from...
No, because it's Holtz plus the Scots. So it's Skols.
Right. That came after, I think, they bought them out. They bought out Martell's piece.
Oh.
So it became this... You know,
but I know, but Melody and Martell had made it first before they had bought them out. Like, they had made it into something.
No, they had made it into something. It wasn't Bangor. Not Bangor, but it was in debt. But they had... But that's because...
Anyway, it was some
but
business.
That wasn't because of Melody.
At least it was a business.
No, it was. That wasn't because of Melody, though. That's because of
the man who has
Martell.
bad financial choices.
No. Well, because the thing is...
Anyway,
their marriage wasn't thriving. Like, they were at the end of their marriage.
I mean, how can it thrive when his movies all out in the streets?
I'm not doing no proper business with you. Like, I'm trying to move myself away from you. Like, I'm trying to move the business that we had together, which is what Melody did. I'm moving my part away from it with my business license.
I'm sorry.
And so you remained with Holt, and he couldn't, I guess he couldn't keep his end up. And I think that's the one that the Scott bought. That's what I think.
But I'm sorry. My thing is, when you are doing anything in business, but your personal life is in shambles, your business life is not going to go well.
No.
It really is not. Unless you're one of those people who can really just separate it very well, and you can just be really focused on your business and completely not have your personal life affected, it's not going to go well. And especially with Martell, who's all undisciplined, that it takes discipline to separate your business life from your personal life. And Martell's not somebody who has discipline, so there's no way in hell he was going to be able to do that. That's why he has not been able to be successful, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I guess he's doing his wine. But anyway,
I mean,
this
listen,
was not about Martell.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Maybe I just have a different vision of how men are supposed to be. But I mean, I'm 25. Maybe I'm too young.
I don't know
but
how
I've
the
never.
wine business is doing.
I don't. I mean, we don't drink here. We're Muslim. But I don't. When I think of wine, I think of women. When I think of whiskey, I think of men. So I don't know how a man is doing a wine business. I don't know how that's doing. For those who know, let me know. Is he doing well?
I think his wine is selling. Actually, I don't know. I don't follow Martell.
But he doesn't have thrive. I don't know. Anyway, but the naming ceremony was very lovely. Like, let me get all this stuff because I don't even know what the hell.
The naming ceremony is very lovely, and I actually really liked it. Would
you do one?
No, I mean, but it was really great when I finally got my name
back. Yeah.
Yes, and I never will give up my name anymore for anybody. I mean. Actually,
but we're not even supposed to do it in our religion anyway. The women are supposed to keep their names.
To keep the names of their fathers.
Yeah.
And so.
And the kids take on their husband's names.
Right, and that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes in Islam.
Yeah, because it's to make sure that the men know that the women aren't their property, basically.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, the women keep the name of their fathers. Actually, yeah.
But yeah, I'm very happy for Melody. Let's keep the shade to a zero.
She looked beautiful.
I wasn't really a fan of the dress, if I'm being honest. It didn't really feel like it fit her very well on the top, and then it just also seemed. I don't know. I was not really a huge. I didn't really like the cape.
I liked it because he has that kind of over thingy.
I think I probably would have liked it maybe if it was a little bit more delicate. I felt like this was like really thick up here. I felt like maybe if it was just like maybe like a really thin chain or something like that would have seemed really nice and delicate. And maybe if she had some straps, because I mean I feel like she's a bosomy woman. Maybe if she had like some invisible straps just to hold it up better. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe she had like a nice fitted corset to kind of snatch everything in, and then just had it nice and flowy. That would have been popping.
But I love the color.
The color was very becoming.
You know who I didn't see? Was Tisha and Kim there? I didn't see them. Did you all see them?
No. Kim,
now when I think about
Kimmy and Tisa was not there.
Kim is not well, but I did not even see Maurice there. But I'm thinking that's not where they will go anyway. I think Nelly's husband even went because Nelly is going.
Well,
that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe he doesn't want to, like, he has already told Martell, I'm not taking sides. I met you both together, so I'm going to support either what you all, you know. Yeah.
I don't know, man. But
yeah.
Shout out to you, Melody. Shout out to you.
Shout out, girl. That you have certainly started a trend. Now, I did watch a movie not too long ago. It was on Hallmark. And a single woman married herself. She just went and married herself and made her vows to herself because her friends kept on telling her, you need to get married, you need to get married. And she said, why do I need to get married for? You know, I mean, if you guys want me to do the whole wedding thing and you guys buy me gifts, that's fine. So she did the whole wedding thing, bought a dress for herself, walked down the aisle herself, made a vow to herself, and walked back down.
But what happens when you get married? Do you stay married to yourself or do you divorce yourself to get married to the man?
Well, you know what was very interesting? She fell in love while all this stuff was going on. She fell in love with some guy. She met this guy and fell in love with him he did not know that she was going to be doing this stuff. And it had become really, really big. And he doesn't really watch the news, right? And then he happened to see it. Someone said, oh, have you heard about this girl who, whatever? And he looks up and that's his girlfriend. That they have already started saying, I love you too. You know. And
Hallmark got some interesting movies, I will say that.
So he go and he's like, what's going on? And whatever. And she's like, well, you know, but I really love you though. So anyhow, she gets married to herself. She goes through the whole entire thing. But then he comes at the end, not to marry her, but they're just dating. Oh, but it was a good movie.
Couldn't commit to her, huh? Just was there for the ride.
Yeah, they didn't, because she never wanted to get married. But yeah, they didn't show at the end them getting married, which would have been a nice ending. But it wasn't, she did not want to get married.
Oh. Well, anyway, y'all, it's Mary. Comment down below what you think of this naming ceremony. Would you do it, or are you thinking it's completely weird, or what? Let us know what you think.
Now people have divorce parties. So this is going to go right up there with the divorce parties. They'll have a divorce party, and then a year later come back for the naming ceremony.
I think a divorce party is just a way to cheer yourself up, for sure. I mean, because a divorce is not... I mean, I'm sure it can be a great thing if the man was just a horrible person. You just
it seems as though women are having more divorce parties, I think, than men are having divorce parties. Because usually it seems as though the women are the ones who benefit when there's a divorce. And I'm not talking about monetarily. It's just like they get their life back. Like all the work, that free work that man was getting from her, they don't get no more. All of a sudden, that man got to see the kids 3 days out of the week. And guess what? He ain't get no help from her. And all the time that she had been begging him to just help me with the children, and he never wanted to help. Well, guess what? You got to do it by yourself when it's your turn to have the kids, boo-boo.
But you know, I think women are more successful when they're single. I feel like men are more successful when they are married.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Because they have a secretary, okay? They have a counselor. They have a dry cleaner, a washer.
They got a chef.
They got a washerwoman.
They have a counselor.
Got a chef. They got a counselor. They got someone who shaves them.
They have somebody who is a future teller. Because, you know, women have this unique gift of being able to really kind of tell the future. I'm not talking about like a woo psychic, not like that, like that's so Raven, but like they have intuition about the future, what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So women have all that, and also the thing is they're also thinking, how can we further the future? How can we better our families? So they're always having these different business ideas. If you get the right woman, she will really push you into a life of just success, like into wealth. Like you get the right woman, you're set for life. You're set for life.
They get a cheerleader. They get somebody to be there for their old age. They have someone to set up all their appointments and everything. Take them
they can
to
have
the
a
doctor,
nutritionist, especially if the woman is health conscious.
Oh, yes.
Someone who helps him get fit, especially if that man had an S curve. He gives a woman who's physically fit. That man, you see him. You see Portia Williams. She got with that man.
Just about
that
to say
African man. That man had a
belly.
big S curve. That man has slimmed down, skin looking tight, looking right. You see that man. He cheats every time you see him. You see that man cheesing every time. Like he is fit. Like he look better now. And it's because of that woman Portia. You see Portia look good, honey.
Yes.
She look good.
Yes.
So, I mean, really, men benefit from marriage. They the ones who talk about marriage. Why the hell should I get married? Why should I get married? I don't have to explain to you why you should get married. It's self-explanatory. Yeah. Why the hell should I get married? That's a question that women should be asking now. What can you bring to my table?
Women really need to ask that question, especially
because
when
really, I'm going to be
giving birth, almost killing women. You really need to ask that question because and then a woman who's working too, and then I still got to give birth to your kids, and you expect me to work and bring something to a table.
And then women naturally, when we get in relationships, we're all about the men. Even though we really need to stop doing that and first we need to put God, ourselves, then him, and then the kids. That's how it really should be. But like naturally we put other people before ourselves because we are nurturers. So really it does not benefit us to be in relationships. But society has made us believe that we cannot live, eat, or breathe without a man. And really it is the other way around. It's the man. Because they don't cook or clean. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Have you ever gone to a man's house when he's depressed? Like, for real. I'm just saying, because I got a brother. I'm not saying I know this because from a relationship or whatever, but I'm just saying, like...
your brother's gonna get you.
I love you. Well, yes, y'all, it's very... We invite y'all to
subscribe,
comment down below what y'all think. Do you think men benefit more so from marriage, or do you think women benefit? You know what? We should put that in the community page.
Yes.
Yes.
We should.
Bye, y'all.